Om Shanti. All of you can see me and I'm audible.
Yes, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, dear. Let's start the session. We're going to start the session with the 3 time Om and Shanti Shanti. I'm into the sitting posture. Keep your back, neck straight, aligned, relax. Take a deep breath. Gently close your eyes and take a deep breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale for the Om. Take deep for the Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration and sensation. Join your both palms. Grab your palms. Place on your eyes. Feel the warmness. Very slowly looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes. Big smile. Om Shanti. So, welcome to the Ayurvedic class to everyone. Very hot session is going on, and because of the Wi-Fi, it didn't continue. And we're gonna start from there. We are discussing. One of you asked about it, that why shouldn't we have non-veg, and why should we always have the vegetarian diet? Chemicals is everywhere. You asked this thing. True, even plants are containing the chemicals, and all the food chain is, so much alterated and contaminated. What we should now give to ourselves, but understand one concept. Okay, and you ask about it, that only yogi should eat. Just give me one. Yeah. So only yogi can have the sattvic diet. We talked about the sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic in detail. Okay. Now, non-vegetarian and vegetarian diet. Now, today is the world divided into another diet, vegan diet, then gluten-free diet. These are the another terms, coming into the food. What kind of food you should have? Gluten-free diet, then vegan diet. What we mean by this? Because modern world is changing. Now, there's a people who cannot digest the gluten. So gluten-free diet they require. So people, those who are having in lactose tolerance, they're listening their body and they understand, okay, I cannot digest the dairy product. So veganism coming. So it is not the question that what should you have or what shouldn't you. I'm not saying you should think about. There's a 2-3 reasons why you should come from the non-vegetarian diet to the vegetarian diet. One, your body is not like that. You have the long intestine. If you want to behave like other animals, that other food chain they are having, they are eating. I think Rahul ji asked about it. That other animal having the non-veg. Why shouldn't we? Okay, you consider yourself animal, good thing. That's lovely thing. At least you understand, oh, I'm the animal. Good, very good. So if you want to behave like an animal, you don't want to behave like a human being. That's you want first. Second, okay, you are not human being. So you are want to follow the other animals chain. They eat the non-veg. So understand their biology. They eat because they have the tooth, certain kind of teeth they have. They have those things. They have the small intestine and they eat one time meal because not all the most non-vegetarian, they don't require much food. They eat less because non-veg required more digestion in your body. And being human being, like if you consider yourself with those people who are shakahari, who is following the vegetarian diet, they are mostly in the, they have the different structure, body structure. The teeth are different, their intestine is different, their small, their stomach is different, their small and big intestine is different because your body is telling you something. So if you want to follow that nature, then you have to follow in that way. Understand your body, what your body required. Yes, Rahul.
First thing I mentioned, it's a food chain about non-vegetarian. The second thing is that I am pure vegetarian, madam, so I don't eat meat. I was eating meat, but when you eat non-veg, your pravati become like an animal. So better to avoid because you are eating a dead body. So my question was, why is only vegetarian when vegetarian is also having so many chemicals and other things? What kind of chemicals, especially in India, they use during the when they go for means go for either wheat or something. And second thing, cow milk. You were talking about the cow. Mostly cow in India. We have very limited goshala. You know goshala. I think you understand goshala. What is goshala is. So except that, most of the cows they are eating rubbish because we can't even keep them in a proper environment.
Rahulji, I guess she got logged off.
Yeah.
Hi, is it audible for everyone or only for me? It's
She was logged off, I guess.
Oh, now everybody can hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Ma'am, maybe you can try using your mobile data instead of Wi-Fi. I think that will at least keep you connected.
Oh dear, there is no network available in the mobile.
Acha, okay.
We are living in the Rishikesh Gattu Ghat. The school is located there. So that is
Okay.
a
Yeah, I'm planning to visit soon in 2-3 days.
yeah, school is so beautiful, no issue. Just there's a one problem. Don't think about to get the network here. So, but
Okay.
Wi-Fi, yeah. So yes, yeah, Rahulji. I understood your question that you want to ask about it, the chemicals in the products. So basically, what happened? It doesn't matter you are following the non-vegetarian diet or the vegetarian diet. The most important thing, what our body required. That's I want to shift your observation towards it. Even if you
Yeah, my observation. Yes, yes. My observation was that only the sattvic diet. So
नहीं नहीं
sattvic diet when we
रुको रुको रुक जाओ राहुल जी relax.
हाँ जी
Don't
सुन हाँ I'm completely relaxed. See,
let me
if we talk,
speak. शांत हो जाओ. Let me speak first. हाँ अभी सारी चीजों पे कवर हो जाएगा. Let me speak first because I don't know when it's gonna lose the connection. I'll give you the chance to speak and then let me know if you're satisfied with my answer or not. Then we're gonna take these things. I want to say this thing. I'm not saying this is not my observation because I'm also the hardcore vegetarian diet. So I'm not questioning those and I'm not pointing those people who are eating the non-veg. It is very cultural and the very personal thing. I am looking towards the modern view. Okay, Asian view is perfectly okay. Sattvic diet, you want to follow the yoga mark, you have to, do the these discipline you have to maintain. That is a out of question. But modern way, what we are looking for it, that is the question. Modern way, we are looking for the health. Okay, now chemicals is everywhere. That's true. Even the food chain is so corrupt now because chemicals is in the milk, chemicals in the every way of all kind of varieties of food. That's true. I am not disagree with that. But what happened? Even plant based food, if you are having it, that's why veganism come, no, because of the so much exploitation and so much chemical in the dairy products. They start introducing the veganism. Earlier there is no veganism. Ayurveda fully talks about okay, do this, but people are changing now, so they stop taking the dairy products. They're listening their body. Then there's some other people who doesn't gluten, they cannot digest the gluten because there's so many reaction in their body. There's no enzymes to digest the gluten, so they skip the gluten. They are looking for the gluten-free meal. So here, what is a solution? What is a solution for this so much chemical if available everywhere? So we're gonna take the less chemical food. Chemical you will get. So how we can get the less chemical food? So what happened? Now there's an animal. You take the animal gonna eat those non vegetarian diet like plants based food he will or she will take, and then you're gonna eat the flesh. There's a research. There's a good research available on the internet. You can go through it. That DHA level, there's a certain kind of toxin which develop in your body when you are uh, like you are eating the, for example, you are eating the goat or you are eating the cow. So they are eating the grass, they are eating the plants, they are eating the vegetables. They are not getting the chemical free diet. Understand? They are also consuming the chemical. I understand. They are also consuming those plants which you want to which you don't want to eat. You're thinking that they are containing the chemicals. So you eat goat and cow, but they are also eating the plants. And when you are on the second chain, like first, second, third level, you are having it. So there is certain toxin level gonna increase. Those chemicals gonna react in their body, the hen and the cow and the goat. It gonna react in their body, and then you eat that. Yeah. Yes. Now I'm audible.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So what happened? Certain chemical gonna secreted in their body and it deposit in their tissue, in their flesh. Many people I think have read about it. Mostly problems, either it's COVID, blood flu, and other kind of bacteria. They are mutating. Why? Because we have the strong, intimacy with the animals. We are eating the animals. We are having the relationship with the animals, and that's how the bacteria start mutating. So when you consume those animals, so toxin gonna increase in your body. It doesn't mean that they digest the chemical and it's not gonna affect you. It's gonna affect you more. Poison gonna produce more in your body. So when you are closer to the chain, you are eating the plants and these things, chemical gonna go into your body, but less poison gonna created in your body. Rather being you are taking not like many people eat the non-vegetarian animals also, like for example, snakes. They eat the rat and then you are having the snakes. It means rat having the other, other dirt things. Snake gonna eat the rat and then you're gonna eat the snake. So you are on the fourth or fifth level. So toxin would be more produced in your body. Are you understanding? Every food is gonna digest it. They are giving you the digested food to you. Flesh is a what? The mass is a what? Digested food for you, prepared food for you. So chemical reaction, whatever is available in the plants and whatever available in the, in the climate, it's gonna deposit in the higher level and gonna react in your body more than the other animals. First, second, every animal gonna die. Let me finish this and then I'll take you the question. Any animal gonna die without of the fear. There's insecurity and fear. When they die and then you eat them, there's a pain in their body. I think I talked about it. That fear release certain kind of chemical and it's stuck in their, tissues. It's stuck in their flesh, and there's no way to clean or wash it out, and then you are having those body, those flesh as a food. That fear, that anxiety gonna increase in your body. Toxin, chemicals which is secreted by the other animal, it gonna deposit in your body. So if I can say eat the non-veg, those who are the love non-vegetarian diet, but even the Japanese and other countries, they are looking for the happy flesh meat, happy flesh meat. So what they are doing, they are using those method which doesn't give the pain to the animal. So you can go through, there's so many research available on the internet, and Netflix also talked about it in detail. If you have the Netflix, go that whole video, whole chain. But basically we are looking for the less chemical food, no chemical. Right now it's very difficult to chemical free environment because we are creating the chemicals so deeper level. Even our cosmetic, everything is flushing, mixing in the water, water gonna consumed by the plants, and everything is so much corrupt, so much adulterate, contaminated. But from higher poison, higher toxin to the lesser toxin, at least we can move. So that's why plant-based diet is still good. considered to be comparison to the other, Third, it's easy to digest by your body. Yes, you get the less energy though, but it easy you can digest and you become more stronger. And it's helpful for you to do the day-to-day activity. Non-veg flesh make your body lethargic, calm, sick, and make you sleepy, basically. So that's why this is the three, and there's other reasons also. But main these three reasons, that's why many ancient scientists, even today scientists, they eat very less, and they doesn't, if they are good scientists available, they basically choose the vegetarian diet rather being choosing the non-vegetarian diet. Yes, Anusha.
I just wanted to say, let's say you said that, okay, we get, they eat chemicals and then they're transferred to us.
Hmm.
But I think they also have the process of digesting everything. Yes. So whether they're eating chemicals or not, the body is also going to digest it the way it is supposed to digest.
Yeah,
Yes. And if we see today in the vegetarian diet, we do not at all get many of the nutrients, especially protein and everything, that we can get from the non-vegetarian food. Yes, and there have been people who were non-vegetarians and yet they come into the categories of yogis. Okay, and secondly, I also feel like I mentioned yesterday also, let's say people who live in the extreme mountain areas, right, where vegetation is not available, fruits, vegetables, even plantation is not there because of excessive snow. Roads get blocked, so the food supply cannot go to them. So the option they have is to eat meat. Also, in cold areas, eating meat is very important because it gives more warmth to the body, right? If I'm not wrong. So it gives warmth. Eating chicken soup or meat soup, all these things give warmth to the body of a person, which is very much required in very extreme cold climate areas. So if they do not consume meat there, they will not be able to survive, right? So if we follow this principle that yogis should be vegetarian and non-vegetarian, so people who are living in those conditions, that means they do not even have a chance of trying to be a yogi, is it?
No, it's not like that. Depend, understand the concept of the being a yogi first. If you're looking for the diet for the yogi mostly, all the yogis which I know, they doesn't eat basically everything. They have the particular things to eat, and which I have given the which is gonna increase, which gonna support their sadhana. They are not eating just because for survival. They are eating for meditation. So
Yes,
yogi,
but I think saint and a yogi, a sadhu and a yogi, I think I am a bit confused in these two. So when we talk about the sadhu and sant, okay, that person has to be vegetarian because he's religious and everything. But when it comes to yogi, if the body is requiring something for the strength or something, let's say if he has to practice so many asanas and everything, and the body requires strength, which the person cannot get through vegetarian food. So that person has to opt for non-vegetarian options.
yes, true. I'm not denying this thing. Listen carefully my words. I'm saying whatever your body is required. I mentioned there's a veganism, there's a gluten-free diet. For the people who cannot digest the gluten, they look for the. If you digest the non-veg, there's a climate, there's a nowhere that you cannot survive. Even the Ayurveda, there's a certain terms and condition when we provide the flesh, the meat to the person who is dying, who is having the sickness, who is having certain kind of problem. There's a certain procedure, but it can be used as a medicine. It can be used as a use of the treatment, not as a food, not day-to-day activity. It shouldn't be consumed as a to make the business out of it. It shouldn't be like that. The concept behind of eating the non-veg, especially the yogis, They eat those flesh which given by the, which basically like aghoris, like Nagas, Sadhu Baba. They eat the flesh. They are cannibals. But those bodies given by, natural death, they eat those body in order to eat. This basically the tantric practice. And they eat the other flesh of the body. Basically, they eat why? First, the body is not killed by them. First, they are not deciding to have that body. Two things should be in their mind. One, they're not just to kill that person to satisfy their hunger. They are, koi bhi yogi, any sadhu doesn't kill anybody just for their needs for survival. When there's a body is available, some unnatural death happen to any flesh, any body, then they allowed to have, because there's no certain vegetation, they can have the non-veg. Yes, why not? In extreme level, when there's animal die, but it's become the culture of the people. They start making the cultural enjoyment fest, that okay, let's kill everybody and eat it because you want to enjoy the taste of the other body flesh. It's
Okay,
become,
I agree to that. But same thing happens with the vegetation also, right? Now we are growing everything, putting chemicals into that. That is also exploitation again, is it not?
exploitation is going on in every level. It's not like even small things, whatever you are doing, it's giving the exploitation. It's not only the plant, but everywhere, even your clothes, your everything. But how we can minimize the exploitation? That is our question. That is our question.
See,
Exploitation
I
just,
agree with you. Let's say if I am supposed to eat, consume for my body, I am not, supposed to make the dish fancy, right? Maybe I should eat boiled chicken, right? Because that is something that's going to provide health to me, and not something like we order from a restaurant for the taste of our tongue, right? So this point I agree on. But what I wanted, like, the confusing point here was when you mentioned, I think yesterday, that a person who's consuming non-veg comes under the tamasic category, right? But
no,
as much I think,
no. Listen, Anushka. I never said. I said all the tamasic food, all the rajasic and the sattvic food can be become the tamasic if you listen carefully. I'm not saying that there is a tamasic category. All the food, it can become the tamasic. What intention you are having, how you are cooking. Listen carefully, everything, whatever I'm saying. That everything, even you change your intention, it become the tamasic. The moment you hold the food, you are having, for example, the very vegetarian diet, right? Perfectly. But you are cooking that food with the anger, it becomes tamasic. That food doesn't bring the nourishment to you. That's I have said.
okay,
Many
fine, maybe a
various,
little
many
confusion.
various.
So, uh, so can we conclude this, that if somebody wants to be a yogi, can consume non-veg also?
No. My answer is no. Why? If you wanted to be a yogi, you have to follow certain things. Your body give you the signals, what you should eat and what should not. A yogi cannot underestimate the body signal. If your body saying, I don't heard about it. All the great, I don't know which example you are putting it. I told about the sadhu because they, again I'm mentioning, they are eating those flesh which the body which is not having any disease and natural death which come to the body, and they died after the death. They're not killing anybody, they're not promoting such kind of business. Okay, human flesh is so healthy. If you're looking for the health or nutrition, I think nobody is eating the human flesh, but human flesh is most nutrition than the other animal flesh, but people are not eating it. This is a human tendency that we kill other animals, but we cannot eat the family member? Can you eat your parents, your father? They died, they naturally died, but you cannot kill, you cannot eat them. You cannot think about their health. Okay, what happened to my health? I'm going to weak myself. But there is a cannibals, there is a tribal people who eat the flesh of the human flesh they are eating, because they know that they died, now body gonna waste. So they require that flesh in order to get the nutrition. But we don't do. This is a hypocrisy of our mind. If you are looking for the, okay, non-veg give you the so much nutrition, so eat your family member, they died naturally. Don't kill them. Wait for their death and then eat them. They are highly qualified, full of nutrition than the other animal. Animal eats so many filthy things. Human eats so healthy things, right? If we our concept to for nutrition, increase the nutrition value, why we are killing the other animals? Because we doesn't see the pain. Yogi start seeing the pain. Yogi feel the, give the importance to each and every entity, even ants, the small entity of this planet, ants. We worship the ants also. We don't kill the ants. In our culture, I'm not talking about the African culture, they eat the ants also. This is a high protein, termites, they eat the termites also. They have the different culture. But especially in the, because here many yogis born and they go into the that level higher perception, that they give the importance of the each and every entity of this planet, small entity, big entity, no matter. They know what is the importance of the life. My life is so important, so the other being's life. Just because I can talk, I can share, I just neglected the pain of the other being. That is the, I cannot comment on that, but yes, it is a biggest hypocrisy. And you are eating because of the media surrounding, who is telling you that just by having the non-veg you become so fit, so healthy. This is the wrong concept,
Um,
wrong
uh,
promotion by the media around
no,
us.
no. I don't think so. This is the only media perception.
Yeah,
Um, if again, I will come for that. It's a food chain. So food chain is not necessary. You have to think about media, then you start eating. Some nutritions you are getting from non-vegetarian items, and some most of the nutritions things you are getting from vegetarian. Is totally depend to person what kind of diet person wants to eat. The first thing, and the second thing is that means nobody is cannibal. So human, nobody is cannibal. So cannibal means I'm not going to turn cannibal if I'm eating non-vegetarian. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, so it's my logic about being a vegetarian. If you eat non-vegetarian, your pravritti become the same way. Like like if you eat non-veg, so sometime your emotional get little harsh. Your body color change, your face expression change. But those who are eating continuously non-veg, not
Yes,
like
extreme
maybe once
quantity.
or twice. Yes, once or twice. If you are eating, that is fine, because sometime people wants to eat. Okay, let's order for chicken.
Hmm.
But I feel you order for chicken better. You can eat urad dal. The
Hmm.
same amount of protein and nutritions you are going to get.
Hmm.
So it's not about be a cannibal, or it's not about be a non-vegetarian. It's about how person take that balance in their lifestyle, in their diets. Yogic, if I'm eating non-vegetarian, I respect. I don't eat non-vegetarian. If I'm eating non-vegetarian, I respect feeling of that particular animal.
Right.
Okay, and I will respect for ant also. So your poverty, if you continuous, you are hardcore non-vegetarian, you eat all 3 or 4 meals with some kind of meat, then definitely your emotions, your expressions, your body culture, your body color, everything change. So here, I think we were talking about the sattvic bhojan. Sattvic bhojan, whichever thing you eat or your mind or your body accept, that's a sattvic. As per me, this is my philosophy.
Yes, and
Yeah,
I
you
think
have yogi
when we talk
philosophy.
about sattvic, it relates to eating more of something that is fresh and raw. Because see, again, the same thing I asked you, that if a person is living in the mountains, in the snow, if the person does not have access to vegetarian food or this, so the person has to consume non-veg food, right? So, but that does not mean that that person cannot become a yogi.
No, no. Again, तुम एक ही चीज पे अटक गए हो. I said they're gonna eat it, but the body which is given by somebody, right? It's not like that they're gonna kill.
See, if a body is given by somebody, for let's say if they find a dead something, already the bacteria might grow on it, right? The already dead
So,
body will have a different this thing, different chemicals already generated into it.
see, understand. One thing happened when you become the yogi. There's a few things happen in your body. There's a certain change happen in your body. You become more aware about the every situation. You don't need to tell them, okay, there's a bacteria growth or something like. They know about it, and then they figure out how what is right for them in order to live in that climate, in that circumstance, what kind of food they gonna have, question for the survival. Or they can go for the other things. There's even the many yogis who doesn't even eat at all. There's a many yogi who doesn't drink at all. There's a yogi who want to eat. There's the stages of the yoga. So they figure out how they're gonna, deal with those things. But killing all the yogi, if they even come to the one part of it, like they are following the yoga mark and they end up in that extreme calamity, killing is strictly prohibited for them. They cannot kill. Again, I'm pointing it. Yogi, if you are choosing that yoga mark, you have to follow this thing. You are not allowed to kill anybody. This is the thing. So after that, if body is available, they can have it. Certain things of chemical, they're gonna think about it. That is their problem in that area. But killing for the food is strictly prohibited for the youth. And now question to the Rajasic people. Many Kshatriya who are, the great warrior. I even talked about it. If you're doing the meditation and doing this something, you have to eat certain kind of diet. So the people who are, playing the like soldier or who is in the physical activity, they eat the non-veg because they want instant energy. They want less. Even in the jungle, they have the less food. They cannot go into the, provide looking for the so many things, grow crop the or based on the plant-based things. So what they eat basically non-veg, whatever available in the jungle. They do the shikar, they do those things, and then they cook it. Yes, because they are following the different way. They are using. They are not on the path of the youth. They are on the path of the warrior. They are on the path of the different level. So their body that time required other things. So in that time they are eating the non-veg. But now modern times, now come to the modern times, ancient time, people who are doing what kind of job, they are eating that kind of food. A rogi eat all kind of things which make them lazy, lethargy. He's overeater, which I talked about it already. Now come to today, modern time. What we want to eat, the solution I'm giving to you. This is not the argument. I really want that should not go into the argument or discussion. Just observe your body, what you record. If you're feeling that you're gonna die because you cannot have the non-veg and you cannot have other nutrition value from the plants, so eat the non-veg. There's no harm in that. Okay, but ready to pay. Again, if you are paying, it means you're paying the role in somehow to kill somebody. You are creating that urges. You're gonna pay for that. That is out of question. This is the karma. Okay, you're gonna pay for that. This is, we cannot deny, either you believe it or not. But if your body is so weak, eat it. Don't die for it, because you are not on the path of the yoga, or you are not warrior. You required, your body required this right night, this right time, this right now. I should have eggs or the non-vegetarian diet. Or either there's a many substitute available. There's easygoing food available in the market. There's a many substitute. If you want to figure out, there's a substitute also available to you, dear, which can give all the nutrition, same time of same level of the nutrition which you can get from the non-vegetarian diet. But if you're looking for the easygoing food, okay, no, I cannot do those things. So you can eat the non-veg. That is your completely choice. Whatever your body is required, eat it. But listen to your body, not just because I'm telling you become, oh, you have to be vegetarian. Start listening me. No, listen your body. Ayurveda just guide you. Pay attention towards your stomach. When you eat something, your stomach give the noise. Your stomach tell you. When you drink, next morning you have the headache, you have the, loose motion kind of thing, or constipation thing. Whatever you're giving, your body give the signal. Your stool gonna change, your pee gonna change, gonna change. Just observe those signals. Or any person or even any guru is telling you, you are the own doctor. Your body know what to eat and when to eat. But pay attention towards it. Solution automatically come to you. And I also understand we are not fully aware of eating. When I talk about chew the food properly, consciously eating, no matter how healthy you are eating your diet, if you eat the food like watching or talking or doing any other things, absorption would not be going to happen to your body. More ama you're going to produce, more, because absorption, you are giving the food, healthy food to your body, but you are not producing those enzymes which going to assimilate and digest the food properly. And then when food is not digested, then what happens? Ama gonna produce and you will get more disease. So whole concept you have to understand. It's not like non-vegetarian or vegetarian diet or veganism or the glutenism. Blindly you are following because it's become fashion or something. No, dear. Only solution, just listen your body, what your body requires. If you think smoking will heal you, smoke. Drinking will heal you. My dad having the hypertension. So whenever I tell my dad, he takes the non-veg and drinks a lot, and he's having the suffering the hypertension. So I talked to my dad, dad, why you're doing your blood, you have the blood pressure issue. Don't take these things. तो he said, बेटा मैं जब दारू पीता हूँ ना तो मेरा blood pressure normal हो जाता है. So he has that, ideology that after drinking, he feel in that way. Okay, my mind is become so. If after eating the non-veg you feel happy, you feel nutritionally so energetic, so eat the non-veg, drink the alcohol, drink, take anything, take the drugs, but then no, don't cry later on that why I get the hangover, why my lungs collapsed, why I'm having the digestive issue. Don't cry then. If you listening, observing that signal, your body know what to eat and what to not to eat. You don't require me. You don't require books. You don't require doctors. That is that is the only way which I feel. How I change my diet, I start listening my body. So pay attention towards yourself and come off this ism, right? Do not blindly follow with whatever, whatever I'm saying, don't blindly follow. Use your idea about it and do the experiment and then neglect it. Take the non-veg one day and take the vegetarian diet one day. Eat less or moderately and then observe your body. Observe your body. And so many research going on in the Harvard University, and on the basis of what kind of food, how much portion food should be given to the person, and non-vegetarian diet or vegetarian diet. Read more articles about it and enhance, and also the experiment on yourself and take. Am I clear to everyone? Very good. So I know food is very, very complicated, but guys, you all are intelligent and use your mind. I think we all are breaking this pre-exist notion. Even the ancient yogi talked about so many things, but do not just blindly follow them. But some things are written, but do the experiment and then neglect. Become the capable, reach to that level and neglect their theory, like Lord Buddha did, Lord Rama did, Lord Krishna did the same thing. They are not the follower of the pre-exist notion. They are the breaker of the pre-exist notion. They are the koji. They are the seeker. So be the seeker, be the koji, and come up with your own ideology also. There's no harm in that. Choose your new diet pattern. But yes, pay attention, go inward, not outward. So this is the only solution one can find out. So we're gonna end the class here, and tomorrow we're gonna talk about more things about it. And yes, keep doing the research over that, and do the experiment with your diet and your body. Even you don't require that much reading. Just eat and listen. That's it. Only one thing do, and everything would be so much clear to you. Eat and listen your body. Next, immediately your body give you the sign, okay, this food is good for you and not. Just observe the symptoms, what happened to your body. This is the way I come up with the, my diet, and you can find your diet also. The session would be closed here. Om Shanti, Mangal Ho. Bless you guys. Keep enjoying and meet you at meditation class. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Om Shanti.
Bye.
Bye.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.